Hey, beautiful soul, and welcome to the very first episode of Soulful Sundays brought to you by Soulful Nectar. I am your guide, Erin LaFleur. LaFleur means the flower. And join me, your sister, in all things soul nourishing and a sprinkle of sisterhood magic as we bloom into our best selves with a little self-love and self-care. Every Sunday, we're going to take a few minutes to pour into you because you deserve a space to breathe, reflect, and reconnect with yourself. So this month's series is called Bloom from Within, and for the next few weeks, we're going to explore what it really means to love and care for yourself and how that can transform your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. Now, baby, I need you to grab your tea, grab your coffee, or grab your sparkling water, and let's dive into this week's episode. Let's start with some truth that might just hit close to home. 1 in 4 women experience job burnout. That is 25%. And if you're running your own business or leading a team, that number jumps even higher. 44% of female employers and leadership figures feel burnt out as compared to 36% of their male counterparts in the same positions. And according to the National Institute of Mental Health, 1 in 8 women experience depression. That is twice as many as men. Both the Anxiety and Depression Association of America and the Mayo Clinic have confirmed that women are 2 times more likely to face depression than men. 1 in 8 moms develop PPD, that's postpartum depression, within the first year of birth. And a whopping 1 in 7 mothers develop perinatal depression, which is a form of depression that is more severe and develops during pregnancy and within the first year. 50% of these cases have gone undiagnosed due to the stigma surrounding this condition. And babes, these are stats straight from the NIH, U.S. National Institutes of Health. These are scientific studies that I'm quoting from. Sis, these numbers aren't just statistics. They represent our friends. They represent our coworkers, our sisters, our aunts, our moms, our grannies, and sometimes, baby, it may be you. So how do you protect your energy and your mental health and your joy in a world that's constantly pulling you to and fro? Well, that's where self-love and self-care come in. Just like a pick to keep your fro top tier, self-love is crucial for mental health, and it plays a significant role in managing and or preventing depression. So here's how I like to think about it. Self-love is the mindset. It's about respecting yourself, valuing yourself, and treating yourself with the same kindness that you give someone that you deeply love. And it's knowing that your worth isn't tied to how much you do for others, but simply in just who you are. Self-love is the deep, unconditional respect and compassion that you have for yourself. It's saying, I am worthy, I am enough, and I will treat myself like someone I truly value. Say that to yourself daily, and let me run it back for you. And this time, say it with me. I am worthy, I am enough, and I will treat myself like someone I truly value. Aight, cool. Self-care is the action piece. It's the intentional things you do to protect and nurture your body, mind, and spirit. It could be exercise, setting boundaries, or just making time for joy. It could be taking time to sit in nature, painting with your favorite mediums, or enjoying your favorite cup of tea. Self-care is the proof that you are worthy because you are treating yourself like you are. So, self-love is the why, and self-care is the how. Self-love is the mindset, self-care is the maintenance. When you commit to self-love and self-care, you're not just doing something nice for yourself. You're actually protecting your mental and physical health. Self-care practices like journaling, walking in nature, or setting clear boundaries can lower stress hormones like cortisol, boost healthy and happy brain chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, build resilience so life challenges don't overwhelm you, and reduce the risk of depression and burnout by giving your mind regular recovery time. So here are a few examples of how you can start today, baby. You can schedule 10 minutes every morning for a quiet cup of tea. No phone calls, no emails, please. And you can write down one thing that you're grateful for and one thing that you're letting go of. You can either do this before bed or when you wake up in the morning. You can take a morning walk without checking your phone. Saying no to something that drains you, but still not feeling guilty about it. Because no is a full sentence. And we'll discuss the power of no in a future episode. You can also block off 15 minutes to journal your inner thoughts and feelings. Even if that laundry pile is looking at you sideways. Because, baby, the amount of laundry that I just did for this week's Sunday reset was no joke. Planning one joyful thing each week just for you. You can do that too. Not for your job, not for your family, but just for you, for your soul. One of my favorite tools for practicing both self-love and self-care is journaling. It's more than just writing. It's giving yourself space to process your thoughts, release stress, and clarify what you truly need. And studies have also shown that journaling can help to regulate your emotions, improve your mood, and even strengthen your immune system. At Soulful Nectar, we have created the Self-Love Journal. And with this book here, we can create powerful practices. It's not just blank pages. Inside, you'll find guided prompts, affirmations, and space to track your self-care habits. So you're not just writing. You're actively building a more loving relationship with yourself. And think of it as your personal cheerleader on paper. And pair it with one of our hand-beaded self-love pens and affirmation bookmarks, and you've got a whole ritual that turns a few minutes a day into a major mental health boost. Next week, we're going to go deeper into the heart of it all, what self-love truly is. And we'll talk about the roots of self-love and why it's so hard for so many women to embrace, and how building it changes everything, from your confidence to your boundaries and how you show up in relationships. So, sweetheart, here's a little preview. For the busy woman, self-love means giving yourself permission to stop wearing exhausted like it's a badge of honor. It means valuing your rest as much as you do your hustle, because a well-rested you is a powerful you. So here's your Soulful Sunday challenge. This week, schedule. Yes, baby, actually schedule. Puts it on your calendar. Puts it in your calendar on your phone. Write it on the calendar on the wall. You need to schedule one act of self-care each day, no matter how small. And when that little voice says, I don't have the time, remember, you can't be your best self for anyone or yourself if you're running on empty. It could be journaling, saying no to something you don't have the capacity for, or taking yourself out on a solo coffee date. Remember, self-love is not selfish. It's essential. It is necessary. And when you care for yourself first, you have more energy, compassion, and joy to share with the world. And if you're ready to start your journaling journey, you can grab your copy of the Self-Love Journal at soulfulnectar.com. And I'll be sure to link it in the show notes. Thank you for joining me today for our very first episode of Soulful Sundays. Until next week, keep it booming from within. Y'all have a great day.